Hello again. Hello, hello. It's that time. It is time once again. Let me disable the preview now and minimize OBS. It's time for the next race in career mode. It's China. Here's an overview.
So here we are, a lap of Shanghai in China. The last corner coming up. Don't clip any curbs here because you want to open up this straight with the DRS and the final burst of curves as well before that fresh allocation sees you on another lap. Now towards turn one, a difficult corner this one. Feed the car in at high speed and you lose downforce and speed the whole way through the corner. Keep it in the middle of the track and then at turn two, pinch it in and find those apexes. Turn three, the track dips away from you. Very easy to lock up the front wheels there as well, so watch out for that. Now as the track rises up the hill through turn 5 into turn 6, a great overtaking opportunity come race day. Down into second gear, hug the inside corner and watch that oversteer on the exit. That will lose you time and risk damaging your tyres. Now in towards turn 7, a flat out left-hander. Ease it back though because the right-hander that follows tightens up right at the exit and you want to keep the car to the right-hand side here to open up turns 9 and 10. This fantastic double left corner, not running out too wide on the exit curb there. That will spit the car off or potentially come race day when the rear tyres are worn. Now towards the tight left-hander of turn 11 and 12. This right corner is very tricky to feed the power on. It's the opposite of turn 1 where you're building up the speed through the corner and you get that luxury of the downforce build up as you exit. Now on the run down towards turn 14, this long back straight, DRS is open, a brilliant overtaking opportunity come race day as well, and one that's very hard to defend if you're in front. Now first gear, one of the tightest corners on the track, 50 miles an hour roughly at the apex, and as you run up the hill towards the final corner, you don't want to take too much of the curb there. It's very sharp on the left hand side and let the car run out all the way and a bit more towards the start finish line.
So this is not traditionally a great track for me. It's just, I am just absolute booty cheeks when it comes to, I don't even have the, oh, you know what? Fuck me. I gotta reboot the game. I didn't have the wheel plugged in. Did not have the wheel plugged in. Ah, I'm so mad, man. I didn't have the wheel freaking plugged in. Oh well. Still should be good. Hopefully it didn't fuck with the settings. That's us racing for Williams. Let's see the settings. Driving controls. Force feedback. Okay, all that seems fine. All that seems fine. So let's take a look at the weather first off. So the race is going to have very light rain in it. The race looks like 18% rain, but it might be enough for like inters for a very brief period of time. I'm going to try to run rich all the way around here. So if it's 56 laps, we'll run 31 laps of fuel. And then
changes you requested.
That should be it. We have 4 more tires to use from. Let's get out there. Let's go. I'm gonna struggle at turn 11. I always do around here. No, it didn't. It didn't save. It did not save. It didn't save the. Didn't save the controls. So steer left. Steer left is that. Steer right is that. Accelerate. Brake. Gear up. Gear down. Car. Instant replay. Change camera. Rear view. Look left. Revert to previous. Hold on. Steer left. Steer right. Accelerate. Accelerate. Brake. Gear up. Gear down. Car status. Instant replay. Change camera. Rear view. Quick menu left. Quick menu right. Quick menu up. Quick menu down. KERS. DRS. Pause. Push to talk. I don't even need push to talk, bro. Oh, why is gear up? The gears are wrong. Hold on. This is what I get for not having the fucking thing plugged in. Gear down. Oh, I have gear up. Gear up is supposed to be that. Gear down is supposed to be that. The steering wheel's not turning now. The steering wheel's not turning. Great. The steering wheel. No, this is all fucked up. The steering saturation for me was 30. Throttle dead zone. Throttle saturation was like 5. Brake dead zone. Brake saturation was like 10. Let's restart the entire session. Hey, Teacher Tony. It's been a while. That's a minor problem. Yeah. I know. How you been, man? Hope you've been well, man. Hey, that's been a while, man. That's been quite a while. Oh, now she just... What's going on with this thing? The steering saturation is way too high. Oh no, the steering saturation is way too high. Maybe 10? But the steering dead zone needs to come down to like 5. I cannot remember my fucking settings because every time you launch the game without the wheel plugged in, it just destroys all your settings. Fipo! Whoop whoop, Benson, man. What's up, man? You're still streaming, right? You're still going, Fipo, right? Doing good? Been at work in person? Nice. This feels better. We'll see if it actually acts better. No, it went off. It's 1 a.m. for me. That's right. It do be kind of late there for you. No, I completely missed the braking. The brake saturation's got to come up. That's for sure. I fucking hate it every time I do this. Every fucking time I do this with F1 2012. It never remembers the fucking settings. I hate this shit. I'm going to put the brake saturation on to like 20. And we're going to restart the session again. Ah, I hate this shit. I'm so stupid. Why did I launch the game without the wheel plugged in? Yeah, man. Get some rest. 1 a.m. That's nuts. Like, the steering feels somewhat right. we'll see it over the course of a lap. The braking seems all right now. No, the steering's not enough. The steering's not enough. This feels a lot better though. I don't know. It's lower the dead zone as well. Last night I went at 2 a.m. and woke up at 7 a.m. Last night last night I went to bed. I didn't mean to go to bed actually. I went into the living room and I sat on the couch. Right? Ugh. Talk about bed got me yawning. But I went to bed, or I sat down on the couch, and I didn't mean to go to bed, and I just passed out. I just straight up passed out. It feels okay. So yeah, I passed out on the couch last night. Just, I could use a little more. It really could use a little more. I'm gonna go back on to 20. At least I made it to bed. Yeah, you're not wrong. I was straight out though. And here's the thing, I didn't expect myself to be that tired. Like, I really did not expect to be that tired. I just was. I'll lock the brake, of course. I got a brake before, like well before the 150 meter board. .144. Not a great time. But I gotta use this track. I actually do not like this track. I liked it in F1 2011 because when I did league racing in F1 2011, it was joint my best finish with Monaco and well, it was joint my best finish at the time with Monaco, which was 6th position. And then came Canada, and when I finished 5th. That was at the time. Of course, that was 10 years ago, but still. Yeah, I gotta completely get used to this tracking. It's in the new game as well, too. It's in 2021. I'm like, I'm not looking forward to driving it. But anyway. How was your stream, by the way, Feepo? That game's a lot of fun. Feepo was playing Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines. That was a fun game. Oh, I locked it. I locked it and ran wide as a result. Still a faster lap than the last one. There you go. That's a really good turn 1 and 2. But Tony, man, aside from work, what's going on, man? You got anything going on? Where are you at now, by the way? You're not in New Mexico still, are you? thought you said you had moved down to New Mexico a while back. I hit the brake too much. Might be worth turning the saturation down on the brake, actually. Just a smidge. Yeah, let's zap that saturation down a little bit. Let's. Didn't brake hard enough there, but I didn't put my foot to the floor on the brake. This is just free practice. I'm going to try to do the whole Grand Prix weekend on this stream, but we'll see how it goes. Again, I locked it and went wide. That turn's giving me a lot of trouble. And here I thought turn 11 was going to be the one that gives me trouble. No penalty, no penalty, no penalty, no penalty. Okay. I don't know why he broke so hard going in. I'm like, what the heck? Nice. Come on. I hate that turn. I hate this track. I hate everything about it. There we go. Whoa, Bruno going real slow. Diving inside that Caterham. There we go. Oh, this is the turn that gives me trouble. I'm gonna brake early. Try to stick it in there, but didn't quite work out. Oh man. Oh, I've downshifted too. Ay, ay, ay. I've hit downshift like it's upshift, like an idiot. Reset the track. I kicked it into reverse. What happens then? Whoops. Alright. This lap shot, but... I know one thing, I really need to improve. Oh, did I? Am I? No, I'm good. Okay. I'm not on the intro screen still, am I? No, I'm good. Alright, cool. I did that once and now I'm like super paranoid about it happening ever again. There we go. Early on that DRS. Nice. That's well done. So, but anyway, the new podium pass for the new one comes out on Tuesday. I'll be playing a lot of the new one. So, I don't know if you're going to see a lot of content on Twitch for the new one, but you definitely will for the YouTube. That's for sure. I also uploaded last night's VOD, but it's still processing the high quality version. Like the high quality version, or the standard def version is up. It uploaded, it took 5 hours to upload it today. And not only that, but it was still processing for another hour after that. So I was gonna drop it in the AOR Discord, but I didn't want to on just the low def version, so I broke way too late. I missed the marker board. I have to remember to hit the 200, and I thought I hadn't passed yet. By the way, Feetball, thank you for the subscription, dude. Appreciate it. You're a legend. You've been streaming a lot more. Guys, if you haven't checked out Feetbo31, definitely check him out. He's streaming a lot, and he's a variety streamer. He's done Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines. He's done Warzone. And he's a good dude. Oh. Ran that very wide there. That's right, it's practice. This is why you practice. All right. Beautiful corner. That was very well made. Very well taken. Oh, Vern, get out of the way, bro. Right. I'm gonna play a bit of this until Tuesday, by the way. I have to pick up the F1 Monday night because we got the Sochi race in the league on Monday night. We had the Monza race on Friday, but the server crashed. Unfortunately. Nice. I used a little too much curves there, but whatever. Clip that apex. That's very good. that's a purple lap right there. Nicely done. Nice, we're purple through sector 1. They say you can take this turn in 4th gear. I don't see how. We'll lock the wheel, but it's all right. I just don't see how you can take it in 4th gear. Especially when you're on the prime tire like me. I just do not see how you can get the car to stick to the track enough. Let's see here.
We think there's a chance of light rain in 15 minutes time.
Light rain. The forecast was like 0. Nice, that's a 1 minute 40. I want to see if I can crack the 1 minute 39s, but these tires are already getting showing a little wear. I still have 21 laps of fuel on, so I'm thinking maybe when I get close to the end of the tire life, or I mean the fuel, I'd burn enough weight. Locked it there. Too much inside curve, too wide. Way too wide there, he went again. It's alright. That wasn't too bad, and I missed my braking point a little bit there. It's like 175 is a makeable brake point for that turn 14. So you can definitely make turn 14 braking at like a 175. Almost locked the front right there, did for a brief second. Oh. Not a great series of turns, but okay. All right. Nice. That long straight. Nice. I took so much of that inside curve. That was a lot. They say in the like the track overview, I guess you could say, not to take a ton of that inside curve, but I took it all there and kept the car on the line. So. Now 5 and 6. I wouldn't. Yeah, I bet with the options, well, I mean, I know with the options, this is a lot easier. It's just not an easy series of corners. The way that second hander just tightens up on you. There we go. Very early on the DRS coming out of that turn. Would have won this wide, but it's okay. There you go. Look that inside. No, it's not enough for the lap. 0.7 off still. Round wide on Kobayashi. So this is already lap 13 of practice, so you gotta be thinking we are what, 20 minutes done practice probably? Yeah. Got around the foopa of not having the wheel plugged in when we launched the game. And now here we are. Not my fond of, not really terribly too fond of this track. The one we just came from, which was Malaysia, I don't mind that track. No, Australia starts the season if that's my favorite track. So now we're here in Shanghai for race number 3. Next is Bahrain, which I don't mind Bahrain. Turn 10's a little tricky. Aside from turn 10, it's a pretty fun track. And then after that we got Spain. Not hugely fond of Spain either, to be honest with you. Monaco. I have a love-hate relationship with Monaco, as I'm sure everybody does, for almost the exact same reasons. So, and after Monaco comes Canada. Fun track. Curves are pretty death there, but still a fun track, all things considered. And then I want to say 8 is Valencia, which is a very fun track. corners are a bit annoying there because the elevation change means you lose the rear end a lot, but it's still a fun track. Then you've got 9, which is, I want to say, Silverstone. Always a fun track. Who doesn't love Silverstone, really? 10 is Hockenheim. Which is okay. Hockenheim's not bad. 11, Hungaroring. I'm not a huge fan of the Hungaroring. It's okay. Not anything like super special. And then I'm trying to think of what 12 is afterwards. 12 I think is Spa. And then after Spa it's Monza. And then that's when you get your kind of lump of Asian races, because after Monza I think you get in this game I think it's Singapore and then Korea and then India and then no, it's Singapore and then I think it's Korea and then I think it's Japan, although I might have Korea and Japan backwards in terms of the order. Missed the braking zone, missed the braking zone, and locked the tires. But yeah. After India, it's the U.S. And then it's Yas Marina, and then it's Brazil. So Yas Marina is a track I absolutely cannot stand. I hate that track. Benson. Oh my God, Schumacher, get out of the way, bro. Last time you made that turn, it was a massive Monka W. I'm just gonna dive on the inside of Schumacher. It was like you were playing ETS 2. Nice. How you been, Benson? It's good to see you, brother. Hope you've been well. I mean, most of my driving is just the giant Monka S. Like, that is pretty much all of my driving. Pretty good. Hope you have as well. Went to PAX last weekend. It was so much fun. Nice, man. I've been okay. Oh my God, my teammate is almost gonna collide with me on practice session. John-Eric Verne, this is like the 3rd time I've bumped into Verne. Like, he just needs to get the fuck out the way. Like, just get out the way, Verne. Yeah, I'm okay. I feel bad for not going to Philadelphia this weekend, but NASCAR style. Who cares? This is F1? NASCAR style. Nice. Yeah, I feel a bit make a massive crash. No, I actually get penalized if that's the case. Woo! But I can lose the tires quite a bit. They are getting pretty shot. Yeah, I feel bad for not going to Philadelphia, but I just wasn't in the right mindset. And I'm just struggling with a few things on that end, but I actually uninstalled CS today. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just need some time away from CS. Needs, you know, and I really, really, really like racing right now. Like that is where my heart is right now. So I'm gonna follow that and do a bit more than that. Holy shit! You almost killed that man. Look, bro. Look, bro. It's no different than ETS. Okay, you're not wrong. Okay. At least it says they're, at least in ETS they're nameless. Nice. Now you can, now in this one you'd be like, this man has a family, and you know which family, man. So, oh man, that turn was terrible. I blew it in that middle sector. I'm half a tenth down now. I went from being 2/10 up on a purple lap to half a tenth down. No, it's I killed insert name here. Yeah, I know. Instead of saying, oh, there's that one guy. Look, it is what it is, okay? He's in the fucking Toro Rosso, for crying out loud. That was a really good final sector, but it's not enough to make up the time. So my tires continue to wear. I continue to run laps around this track, just practicing right now. Qualifying will be happening. I'm trying to gonna try to get the whole race weekend in this stream. You haven't played a game of CS in forever. Same. I haven't actually played a game of CS since April 2020. But I'm done pretty much for the season. In terms of casting, I don't have any intention of casting CS next season. I'm just going to work on a few things. The first is my racing skills. So, which obviously you can tell they need polished. But that was me like, oh my god. Oh my god. I grew up about as American as you could be. NASCAR, baseball. That was me like age 3 to 8. Nice. I still like baseball a lot actually, but I don't mind NASCAR. But I liked Formula 1 racing more. I think it's just a lot more thrilling, the way the cars handle. But the point is, like, this, obviously this is an old game. I'll play the new one pretty heavily when the new Podium Pass comes out on Tuesday. I maxed the other one. I got all 50 levels, and then after you get your 50 levels, you have 5 prestige levels. And I maxed all that. So I have been playing the new one, and it's a lot of fun. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, the new podium, when the Podium Pass like ended, there was no more additional stuff to unlock. So I was kind of like, okay, there's no real reason for me to play this game bar the league races I have in it, and so I only launched it for the league races. And I've been playing this ever since, because again, I have to run through the old games. I've played 2010 on the Xbox. I played 2011 on the Xbox. I need to eventually run through. I mean, 2012. I'm gonna finish this one. This is season 3. And there's also 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. But I also want to learn how to actually like race properly. So in 2021 right now, I use almost all the assists. I don't use the pit assist. I don't use the ERS assist, and I do manual starts, but like I still have traction control on, anti-lock brakes are on, things like that. So, oh, I had a little bit of a frame skip there. But yeah, so I figured in this one, I will learn how to use or how to race without assists. So. Oh, the track is getting damp, so the tires are starting to lock under braking now. So yeah, like this is season 3. So season 1, I got back to. Yeah, no shit, Jeff. No shit, it's starting to rain. I can see it. I don't have that much fuel left on board anyway, so I'm going to complete this lap and I'm going to come in for a end lap. Frame skip or bad driving? Both. But yeah, like season 1, I just got used to racing again. Oh, I missed the braking point. I totally missed the braking point there. I totally missed the braking point. But yeah, and then season 2, I turned off the automatic gearbox, so I have a manual gearbox now. This in lap is going to be a fucking nightmare because it just all of a sudden started raining real heavy, and yeah, my tires are getting cold because the track is getting cold. Like it's instant. Like this in lap is going to be nightmare material. Like I'm not. It's so hard to just keep. It's so hard to brake because the water is just skidding the tires. It's so hard to turn. The stuff of 1511 leads on Inferno for phase. You're not wrong. Like this is just, it's bad. Like this track is wet already. It wasn't bad with the light rain. Like I'm not even touching the steering wheel and the tires are just not gripping at all. Reset the track. Like it is definitely inter territory already. If not full wets is coming. I have to come in. There's no question. I'm getting up the speed on this straight. That's the better. Like I'm just gonna hit the brake at 400, and them tires are just gonna. I'm not even touching the steering wheel, and they just slide. Like, oh, he's on options. This guy, Raikkonen out here struggling as well. Nah, stay out there. No balls. My tires are shot anyway, bro. Illegal blocking. Bitch, please, I'm trying to get into the pits. Illegal blocking. Go until your tires are just gone. I've done that plenty of times before. I had a lap once. It was in a practice session, thank God. But I was just running the tires to see how long they would last. And I had all 4 tires puncture on the same lap. And they literally just like, all you just heard was psh, psh, and I was like, well, there goes the front left and the rear right. And I was like trying, and then I'm like I was in like sector 2, right? So then literally I take the next turn and all you hear is psh, and I'm like, fuck this, Jesus Christ. There's the front right. And then I got around like the next 3 or 4 turns and I'm coming up on the penultimate turn before the pits and you just hear and I'm like, oh, there's the rear left. There it goes. And all 4 tires were just black because they all punctured. So like those primes only have half their life left. That is, tires do not last around here. Oh no, chance of rain is 48%. Or 44%. I didn't even see that the rain was that heavy. I thought the rain was 0 for practice. So I'm actually an idiot. So it's going to rain the whole rest of the practice. Like, we'll probably just accelerate time through the end of the session then. But we got qualifying coming up next. Qualifying should be dry. But yeah. Trying to learn how to use or how to not rely on anti-lock brakes. So I've done 22 laps. The next highest is Vern on 16. Of course it is. I must have hit him fucking 3-4 times. Like, this is the setup I'm running, by the way. 4.3 on the wing. 48.52 on the brake pressure with medium pressure, 5.4 on the anti-roll bar, 4.354 on the suspension. That's the gearbox. Everything's 1 tick to the right except 6, which is 2, and 7, which is 5, I want to say, and then that's the alignment for the tires. I gotta check when the race is tomorrow. I don't actually know when the race is tomorrow. What? Why did Bottas not win the sprint, but he's starting 20th? Oh, is he taking a gearbox or an engine penalty? Is that what's going on? I don't know why Bottas. I don't don't know why Mercedes is getting. I mean, I understand why Mercedes is getting rid of him, but he's still a really, really good driver. Oh, he has an engine penalty for Sunday's race. Yep, that's exactly what it was. I've never played an F1 game, so it's interesting how in-depth everything is. You want to know the crazy thing is, Vincent? This is like bare bones compared to how in-depth it is now. Like, you can adjust tire pressure in the new one. You can't do that here. What else can you adjust? You can adjust... There's a few more settings you can't adjust the gearbox anymore. Like, this is gone in the new game. This is completely gone. But you also, like in this one, you manage your, where is it? Where is it? You manage, see the engines up here? You get 8 engine units for the whole season. In the new one, you literally have to manage each component of the engine. So like the engine has an MGU-H, which is your heat exhaust. It has an MGU-K, which helps feed kinetic energy through the car. It has a turbocharger. It has obviously the internal combustion engine. It has the energy store that stores the kinetic energy that the car gets from under braking. So the car gets energy under braking, kinetic energy, and it stores it, and it can be used to provide like a 70 horsepower boost throughout a lap. So you have the energy store that controls that. You have the electronics that control everything, and they all wear at different rates in the new game. So you have to manage them over the course of the season. You don't just get 8 power units like in this one. And what do you call it? Like you get like 3 ICEs, you get like 3 turbochargers, but you only get 2 control electronics for the whole season. And if you have to take another one, you can, but then you take a grid penalty for each component that you basically get that's brand new. So, and then if you do the career mode, you instead of just like a basic research tree like this one, where you just do research throughout the season and like, oh, here's 5% this, 10% that. It's literally like you develop like better dampers to increase, you know, or aid with tire wear, and like better turbochargers to aid with durability, and better this and better that. So you actually develop each component of the car. So practice over.
Brilliant. Let's keep this momentum up for qualifying.
I mean, look at how slow the Marussias are at 153. Like, that is fucking terribly slow. It's literally Toro Rosso, HRT, and Marussia are just fucking slow. And then Caterham's not really that quick. But then Kovalainen's got it in 14th. My teammate's just slow as fuck. And then Sauber's like a hit or miss, because the other Sauber is fucking P3. And he's down here fucking off in P17. Ferrari needs some trouble. This is also Season 3, so like these teams have shifted quite a bit. Like Force India was really good in Season 2. I think they finished 4th in the Constructors. And they've scored like maybe 3 points this season so far. So, interesting. Well, that's just practice. Practice over. It's on to the qualifying. Stream looks good still. That's good. Right, qualifying. Options time.
We don't need to push too hard in this session. We should have the pace to qualify easily.
Flying lap. Let's go. Three sessions of qualifying. There we go. This first turn's like the only part I like about this China track, really. I'm not a fan of this track otherwise. Petrov, man, get off the fucking racing line. Oh, there's a big frame drop, and I know you saw that on stream that time. Let's go. Well, Ben said, what's new, man? What are you up to these days, man? We don't really talk that much anymore. And it's just a timing thing, right? Like, it's just, I don't really hang out in a lot of streams anymore. So we don't really get to hang. I'm sure you're happy Arsenal won today. We couldn't fucking beat Southampton, so. Oh, you're popping off in Osu? Nice. Usually I'm... That's going to be a 139, which is good enough. Remember, we did 140s on primes. So on options, we're doing 139s. That's good. Usually I'm working when you happen to stream. I haven't streamed enough. Like, I think now that this kind of like pressure that I put on myself the last few seasons to cast is finally lifted, because I put too much pressure and then I got demotivated and then I didn't stream, and you know, it was just a lot between all of that. So I think now that I finally took a step back and be like, I don't need to overwork myself. I'm gonna wind up streaming a little bit more. Or I'm popping off an Osu, man. You on that Osu grind, man.
We're through to the next session.
Nice, man. But yeah, I just been working, playing games that I feel like playing. That's what I'm doing now. Like, I'm gonna take a step back from CS and do the same. I played a lot of Unreal Tournament the past 2 weeks. I'm like, bro, I just enjoy that game. I'm actually making content for the YouTube for Unreal Tournament as well. I tried to record a video today, but the computer crashed about 2 hours into the video I was making, so I was like, I'm just gonna call it a day there. But I'll probably be back at it tomorrow, probably after the race. I'm gonna watch the race tomorrow, obviously, so but yeah, nice. Anyway, let's get into the next session, shall we? Fucking around here. Nice. PC diff, yeah. I'm gonna get another one, another PC soon. I think by the end of the year. I keep telling myself by the end of the year I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get a new PC. I was looking at one actually. I almost it was a 30. It had a 3070 in it. It had one of the 11. I think it was like an 11850 or something like that, or maybe it was 11700. The Intels, and it had 32 gigs of RAM. It was real nice, real nice. 11th gen Intel is pretty good, actually. I wouldn't lie. Yeah, like I know the Ryzen's are really good, but I just want to go with the Intels because I know, like, I don't know, there's gonna be less issues with it sometimes. And that's not from a Ryzen standpoint. I just know when Ryzen first came out with their, or when AMD first came out with that Ryzen line, and they were doing really well. Like, a lot of programs were not built to handle that kind of processor, and they struggled a little bit. So I was like, eh. But the 11th gen are real nice, yeah. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to get one of them. Oh, I'm gonna need to use that's a flashback. So we get four of these a session. And we're gonna use one. But the only thing about that is I need to make sure whatever laptop I do get, there's a large SSD on it. Like large, because this only has a 500 gig and that is not enough. It needs to be like, it needs to be 2 to 3 terabytes, because like I need to get CSGO, Unreal Tournament. I need to be able to get the new F1 game, 2021. Whatever retro F1 game I'm playing through intermittently, like 2012 now, obviously. I need to be able to get iRacing on there. Assetto Corsa Competizione. So a lot of those games are very, very big. Getting a PC or I'm getting a laptop. I want a laptop. I always like having a laptop, so I'm going for the laptop again. And I already know I'm gonna need a new cooling tray, and I already have the cooling tray picked out, so that's not gonna be an issue there. But I need the SSD space to fit all those games, so I would like to fit the new WWE game that comes out. 2K22 is looking good, bro. That's all I'm saying. 2K22 looking real good. Perez got his Sauber in the P3. That's pretty good. Both Lotus has gotten a P3 as well. Who else? Both McLarens, both Red Bulls, and both Mercedes, as to be expected. So the thing about 2K22 is it's bringing back GM mode, which I'm like so happy. I'm so happy to bring it back GM mode. Like, we haven't had GM mode in 10 years, and it was easily the best mode. Like, hands down, it was the best mode in any wrestling game. Universe mode did okay. It wasn't bad towards the end, but it was just kind of blandish. And, like, GM mode was definitely the vibe. So I'm excited for WWE 2K20. I have to be able to fit that on the hard drive as well, so that's why I'm like, I need, or the solid state, whatever you want to call it. So I'm like, that's why I'm like, I need 100% a large amount of storage. Now I'm gonna do this on the prime tire instead of the option tire. So I won't have as much grip. It'll be a little bit slower, but it does mean that I will need to start the race on the primes and not the options. Which means as long as that rain don't come early, I can stay out for a much longer stint. There's been some relative. Oh fuck, bro. that is me in a nutshell. There's been some relatively interesting releases lately, so you'll probably find something you'll like. Yeah, I think so, but I'm probably not gonna buy it till, like I said, the end of the year. Oh, I locked the front right there a little bit. Man, no texting while driving, bruh. I'm just straight out here reading, okay? It's easy on this straight because this straight's so fucking long, bro. Bruh. Oh, I locked the wheels a little bit, but still made a pretty decent turn. Alright, easy. It's a 141. Like, I know that I can do faster on the primes, but it will be good enough for pole position either way. You could take a snooze on that straight. You really could. It's almost like, so it's a shame they never raced there. But F1 did contract for a race in Vietnam in Hanoi, and the straight there is like really long. It's just as comparable actually. So that is a very long straight. It's almost I kind of want to say the straight at Spa, but like the Kemmel straight is long, but it's not as long as this straight. But then even then, like the whole back section from like Stavelot down to bus stop is flat out. But even then, like you have a small left-hander before Blanchemont, and then you have Blanchemont itself that you do have to stick the car like in, and you do lose a little bit because you have to steer it so heavily, but still Hanoi and Lake China have like the two longest straights, and Hanoi is in the 2020 game, but it's not in the 2021 game. So and F1 actually never raced there. They were scheduled to in 2020, but then the pandemic hit and that was it, and they're not scheduled to go there this year. I would love to see them go there for 2022, because I'm assuming in 2022 we're pretty much going to be okay. But I mean, this is going on for so fucking long, Lord knows. But I think 2022 will be all right. So anyway, there's 3 minutes left of this session. I'm going to use it to take a bathroom break, so I'll be right back. You don't know whether Vietnam will be okay in 2022. I really kind of just meant like sports and like the world as a whole. They still won't be attending Worlds this year in League. I know it's big sad, but oh yeah, I mean the other thing too is like they could come back and schedule Hanoi for like a September race. So if you're talking like September 2022, you know, Lord knows where we're going to be by then. We could be, yeah, we could be in a much better spot. So, you know, am I still on the BRB screen, or did I? Yeah, let me kick it back to game for you guys. We'll have to see, but yeah, like I don't. It's so far ahead. Like usually I'm the kind that will plan something mega far ahead, but like, you know, this has been so unpredictable that like Lord knows what it'll be like in September next year. So, you know. So 45 seconds left in qualifying. That's the timing board. Everybody's out on their final hot lap. We're about to start their final hot lap. Raikkonen's the car in front, but let's see if anybody improves. This was like Perez's first season too, like, and here he is. He's probably going to at the end of his career, which is just incredible to even think. Man. But I'm excited to see what Russell does at Mercedes, but I like Williams. Now, if you look at this, if you look at the teams like on the scoreboard, like Lotus is my favorite team. Like I'm a Lotus fan, right? So like when Lotus was here during these seasons, I was a Lotus fan. Lotus has not been around for a very long time, so I'm trying to see where I didn't have the percentage, but so the seasons that they haven't been around, I've been a Williams fan. So like this season, for example, obviously Lotus are not in F1, so I'm a Williams fan. But I do like Haas as well because obviously they're the American team. But you know, we'll do 17 on the primes. We'll come in for options on lap 17. We'll go 29 on the primes, and we'll come in on lap 45 for the options. And that's how we'll run. We could just do option, but I don't want to do that. So, at some point the rain's going to hit. Lord knows what point. But yeah, how many laps is it? 56 laps? It's a long race. The Singapore race in this game is also incredibly long. So, I just need to get a little bit more water before we go racing. So I'm going to just go grab water very, very quickly, and then we'll start the race. Alright. We back. Oh yeah, I have to actually kick it back to the game now, don't I? There you go. We back. Ugh. Alright. It's race time.
Cars prepared, let's go.
No formation laps this time. In this game, at least. So straight to race. Fucking Bruno Senna way back there. This is also before drivers got to pick their own numbers. So like your number was based on where you finished last in the previous season. Alright, I'm away okay. But she is already very sluggish. And the whole reason she's sluggish, to start at least, on the drive, is because there's like 64 laps of fuel on board. So, braking's going to be very delicate. So we'll turning. Oh man, I ran that way too wide. It's alright, there we go. I always said I was going to have problems with turn 11, and it's not turn 11 I have problems with, it's turn 12. I struggle when it comes to turn 12. Oh, I just missed the braking zone there. Broke a little bit too late. That's turn 14, so. .151.8 is slow, but it is also the opening lap length. Still don't even hit that apex, but it was close enough. But yeah, hope everybody's been doing well. I'll be doing well in like, hopefully in like 6 months' time, maybe like a year's time. I kicked it into neutral by accident. Downshifted too much. I at times forget that this version is still the V8, the V8 engine, and they only go up to 7th gear, whereas the new one they are hybrid engines and they have 8 gears. Crack 147s in no time. DRS is also enabled. Grosjean Grosjean is second in the Lotus. Nice. Vettel third in the Red Bull. Interesting. So season 1, I was in the Force India. Season 2, I was in the Red Bull. Season 3, I'm in the Williams. Season 4, I'll try to go to the Lotus. And season 5, I'll either come back for the Lotus or the Williams, or I might go to Caterham. We'll see. Oh, get out the grass. That tire just got sucked in. Did not want to. I missed the braking zone in this one, but I don't have enough speed because I got caught in the grass, so it's not too bad. Oh, way wide, but whatever. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I ran wide there because I got pinged with something, but oh my god. Oh my fucking god. How is this a tournament? There's a tournament organizer. There's a Razor tournament in South America right now, right? For a women's tournament, for CS. And it looks like SAC, which I can't remember what SAC is, but it's one of the teams, and then BHC, which is Black Hawk Clan. I want to say that's Black Hawk Clan. I'm trying to remember what SAC is, but they waited an hour for their map to change from map 1 to map 2. They waited an hour to change. It never changed. They just reloaded and played Dust 2 twice. Imagine being that bad as a TO. Like, holy shit. That is atrocious. Get out the grass. Oh, I'm actually now trying to text and drive, and this is the problem. I was trying to send a response. Ben said, oh, where are you? You can actually yell at me now for texting and driving. Hey, Soups, what's good? What's good? What's good? How's the race going? It's going good. I'm all over the place because I was reading something on my Discord that somebody posted. How you been, Soups? How you been, man? Been all right? So, yeah, I was all over the shop there this last few laps. Like, holy crap. But imagine playing a best of 3 and it's Dust 2 twice in the best of 3. That just sounds like a nightmare.
You're in front of the car behind by 27 seconds.
Again, I shifted way too far down. Ah, maybe I'll get used to this one day. Been good, just chilling, watching movies, playing some games. Nice. What you playing? I had a friend who tried to get me into Genshin Impact, and I'm like, the game looks beautiful, but I just don't think it's my cup of tea. And with the F1 going on and everything, and me making Unreal Tournament content, like I think I'm good without Genshin. Did you go to the event today? Good old COD Warzone. I did not go to Philadelphia today. Tomorrow is the last day, and I cannot go tomorrow because I have 2 races I will be commentating for Apex Online Racing. One is at 3 p.m. and one is at 8 p.m. And you're on Destiny right now? Nice. Run that Destiny again. How's the new content for Destiny? Do you like it? Because the last big content patch looked like really challenging, actually. Like it looked like it was very difficult. I mean, you got through it eventually. Like the group that I was watching got through it eventually, but it just looked like it took a lot of coordination. Yeah, I'll probably not go to practice this year. I'll just relax at home. Try to work on a few things. And then whenever I am in a good mental state, I'll go again. It's good, new things coming out. Just waiting on the new raid to drop. Nice. We cracked them 146s. There's definitely more time to be found in these laps, so. Nice. Yeah, I think it was the last raid. I mean, in the last big content patch. The raid was like tough, man. Like,
The guys have run the numbers. Grosjean will be pitting within the next 3 laps.
nice. What map is this? This is Spain? No, this is China. Spain is race number 5. So this is race 3. Bahrain is next. And then after Bahrain, it's Spain.
There's quite a big gap between you and the car behind. 45 seconds.
And then after Spain, it's Monaco. And then Canada, Valencia, Great Britain, Germany, Hungary, Belgium, Italy, Singapore, Korea, Japan, India, the US, the United Arab Emirates, and then Brazil. Yeah, raids can take hours sometimes depending on the content. They drop probably a day. Yeah, I just remember the group the group that I watched would like run it for like 6 to 8 hours a night. And they would constantly wipe. But they would just tinker things here and there, and eventually they would get it. And they're all fairly good players, so. I just do not like this second sector, and I usually like more technical sectors like the second sector, but I just don't enjoy it. tired, but I'm not that tired. It's early still. It's only 8:40, so. No, I didn't break the 145s. But 146.5. So we will probably break the 145s by the end of the race. Question is, what time is the rain going to come? Because there is rain forecasted. So, when you figure 18% rain, it's almost 20% of 56 is what? About 11 laps worth, so we're expecting a little bit of a wet race for 11 laps. See, I'm going through each race in the calendar, yeah. so I'm racing all the other cars on track right now, but yeah, I'm doing the practice, the qualifying, and the race for all 20 tracks, because that's the career mode, and you develop the car
According
a little
to our
bit.
estimates, Vettel should be stopping for tires in 3 laps time.
Gain notoriety, different teams want you, so they'll make contract offers for you for next season, things like that. So career mode is 5 seasons. In this game, it's 5 seasons. I'm going through this one while I wait for the new podium pass. While I wait for the podium pass, I should say, for F1 2021, which comes out on Tuesday. So, looking forward to that new podium pass. So until Tuesday, I will be playing the old version. But they don't play alike at all. They handle so much different. So I'll probably jump back into the new game on Tuesday and be like, what the hell is this? And I can't even be able to steer anything after playing this for like 4 days. My tires are really, that front left's looking really grainy. Like it's looking very grained. And I have another 7 laps before my pit window opens. So here's hoping that tire gets to the end, because she's at least visually not looking too hot. Right's getting a little bit grained as well, but it's still not in as bad a shape. Cardo on the outside, thank you. Whoa, big lights
ahead,
right there.
stay alert.
Man, HRT is so slow. Williams is particularly a great car either, but just should have enough. Nice. I thought I missed the breaking point on that one. That turn 14, man. You don't want to be missing the breaking point there. I've already proven that in practice. I picked up marble on the right tire. That's great. Thankfully, it wore off very quickly. Alright. Purple through sector 1, though. I know there's time on these tracks, though. Like, I know that 146.5 is nowhere near the pace I can do on these current tires with this current fuel load. Lap traffic might prevent that fastest lap. We're still purple though. Are we gonna get DRS? Might get DRS. Might not. I don't. Dive bomb the Caterham right in front, or right behind my teammate now.
You're coming up on a group of slow-moving cars. Try to pass them quickly.
Ehrlich! I'm gonna stop by real quick and say hi, Benny. How you been, dude? It's been forever. I hope you're well, man. Are you driving or casting? I'm currently driving, but I guess both, maybe? Ehrlich, the driving's not good, therefore, I am driving. If the driving ever looks good on this stream, I am not driving. It's kind of exactly like how I would treat CS on this stream. If good CS is being played, I am casting. If terrible CS is being played, I am playing. That's about the level of it. Wow, I locked out front right. This looks fun. Are you using the steering? Yes, I'm using the steering wheel. Oh, I'm all over the shop reading chat. No, yeah, I have a Logitech G920 steering wheel with the pedals, so that's my setup right now. It is a lot of fun. I've refound my love of racing this year, so. Oh, I might have missed the braking zone this time. I think I did, yeah. And I've overshot it, marble all over the tires. Nice. I hope you've been well, man.
There are quite a few cars in the pits right now. Watch out for cars exiting the pits.
Everything with you's been fine. Look at that, pinched in. Look at that. Beautiful turn 2 and turn 3. Thanks, man. Same to you. Yeah, I mean, I've been okay.
Bruno is in the pits.
Struggling with a few things, but I'm all right overall. You play drifting games? I don't. I'm not a big fan of like drifting in general. Although I used to play Forza, and we're talking like Forza 2, Forza 3, and I don't mean like Forza Horizon. I mean like straight up original Forza. And Forza 2, Forza 3, you would get like drift lobbies in that game. And there was some sick drift racing. Like you would join a lobby, like just as a spectator, I overshot that turn. just as a spectator, you would join a lobby and you would watch. I would watch these guys like drift race. That shit was insane. And that was Forza 2, which was like what 2009. I want to say 2000. I want to say it was 2000. I want to say it was 2009. Could have been 10, but I want to say it was 9. So you're talking about.
You're about to lap the next car. He should let you pass.
Oh, Prosper. Jesus Christ, dude. Perez, what the fuck, bro?
The car behind has just fitted the option tyres. Looks like he's going to do a shorter stint.
But yeah, that was I do miss the Forza games sometimes, because then you just the Forza was just great because you had cars at 56 laps. Yep, the full race distance, 100%. Forza was great because you had people who made like custom designed cars, so they would make custom liveries for all their cars. Like it was great. And then you had like really hugely customizable lobbies. And then on top of that, you had what do you call it? A lot of great tracks, a lot of great cars. In-game tournaments, which were always fun. And then you had really good drifting if you were like into drifting as well. So Forza's great. I love Forza. But yeah, we're doing 100%. So 56 laps. Races usually don't take longer than 2 hours. So not too terrible. That's the nice thing in that I turned it before I stopped braking there. NASCAR, the races take a long time. But I don't mind NASCAR, but the one thing I do like about F1, and it is built into these games, is that you have 2 hours to complete the race, period. So if you don't finish the 56 laps before 2 hours, they count your next lap. When the 2 hour time limit hits, they count your next lap as your final lap. But they don't have a lot of there's not a lot of tracks that will take 2 hours. Usually if it's like a long track and it's like really raining, as I just run completely wide of that turn, then yeah, that is an issue. Singapore is usually the only one that really threatens to break the 2 hour time limit, right? Because I think that is also 56 laps, and it's a long street circuit. It's like a lap around Singapore in this game is like a 1 minute 43, 1 minute 44, I think. And then when you factor in the rain, they become like 1 minute 55s, almost like 2 minutes. So if you get anything like a safety car, and the tire wear in Singapore is terrible, so you're pitting 3-4 times to begin with. So yeah, it can be, but that's like the only one. Everything else usually finished within like, 90 minutes to 2 hours. Have you seen the Ford vs. Ferrari? I have not, but I actually heard it was excellent. So I do need to sit down and watch it at some point in time. I actually still need to see Rush, which was about the James Hunt versus Niki Lauda rivalry, which is one of the more iconic F1 rivalries. Because they traded titles in I want to say it was 75, 76, and 77. I want to say 75 was Lauda, 76 was Hunt, 77 was Niki Lauda again, and Hunt never won a champ. Hunt only won that one championship in 1976, and then Niki Lauda obviously had the burns, and he came back and he came back after like 2, 3, 4 races, I think, somewhere around there, and actually keep racing. But then he went back and he won the 1984 championship as well. And then I think in 1985 he retired. But Ford versus Ferrari, I heard, is actually really, really good, and I do need to see it. I actually kind of wish low-key, not even low-key, like high-key, I wish Ford would come back into Formula One as an engine supplier, because some of those Fords that were supplied, some of the cars that were supplied with the Ford engine back in the day were very, very competitive cars. So I think it'd be great to see him back in Formula One. But I don't think Ford would want to take on the cost. First pit stop of 3 expected. Of course, that's without the rain. I wonder why I got like
Go now.
some big lag spikes there, and it's like computer
Watch
lag.
out for traffic as you rejoin the track.
But
We've fitted the car with the option tyres. You have 2 stops to go.
I'm trying to get a coworker of mine to watch the Senna documentary, but he won't. He's like, you gotta see Step Brothers and Superbad to watch it. And I'm like, okay. So I watched Step Brothers, and I hated Step Brothers. I did not like it at all. And they're like, well, if you don't like Step Brothers, you're not gonna like Superbad. And I'm like, yeah. So I haven't watched Superbad yet, and I don't think I'm going to enjoy it if I do watch it. But he's the kind of guy that if I watch it, right, if I actually hold up my end of the bargain and I watched Step Brothers already, but if I actually watch Superman along with it, and I come back in and I say, hey, I watched Superbad, and it'll take him like another 2 months before he gets around to watching Senna, and I'll be like, you bastard, you know what I mean? He's that kind of guy. So, I was not a big Step Brothers fan. I know that's like sacrilege to say there's so many people that like that movie, but I just did not enjoy that movie. But they think and breathe in movies, those two. Like my boss's boss. All they do is like my boss is a big Seinfeld guy. He'll drop a lot of Seinfeld quotes. I don't know. Different kind of beast, I guess, right? So, I usually watch documentaries. Like a lot of movies that I watch are documentaries. Because I don't really watch a ton of movies, so I have to be interested in the topic on like firsthand before I watch a movie about it. Once you get to that point, you're usually watching a documentary. You're not watching anything else. So. I got DRS, nice. I gotta brake quicker earlier. This DRS gives us more speed and pinch that corner. But yeah, man. Are you into Valorant now, Erlich? You've been doing that Valorant grind? Or you still on CS? You do both. God, Glock, bro. You have a blue flag. You have to move out of the way. I knew I wasn't gonna like Valorant from the start. Like, I gave it a good go though. I haven't played it, but I watched a lot of it. But like, I'm not a big champion guy. I never liked it. Like, I love Quake. I love Quake. Quake 3 Arena and Quake 4 were some of my favorite games. But I can't do Quake Champions. I cannot do Quake Champions. It's just I don't like champion-based gameplay. That's why I don't like Overwatch. That's why I don't like TF2. Mostly Valorant, but I still try to keep up with CS here and there on Twitter. That's fair. Oh man. I wonder what's going on. Oh, I know. Turn my fan up a bit here. That should help. I'm having like frame drops on the PC itself. So I'm like, why is that? And I just turned the fan up, so that should help with the cooling, which will give me the frames back. Yeah, Valorant will never be as good or as fun as CS. I mean, look, some people, like Kay, for example, have way more fun playing Valorant than they do CS. And that's fine. I just, personally, I don't like the champion-based stuff. Like I said, my favorite game is Unreal Tournament. There is no champion-based stuff in that game. You just pick up a gun and you shoot. You know what I mean? Like, which is kind of what drew me to CS a lot. Because aside from like the tactical side of it, right?
Into the pits within the next 5 laps.
But then, like I said, like I love, no matter how much I love Quake, I don't really enjoy Quake Champions because I just don't like character-based gameplay like that, like where every character is different. You know, different stats, like. So. But I didn't like, even then, like, I don't keep up with CS as much anymore. I'm trying to step back from it actually. Just to pursue other things, but even then I was never huge into like tactical side of it. Like, there's really no tactical side to an arena shooter, you know what I mean? Like you just run and gun. And it does mean that like pure raw aim is gonna win the day, like, you know what I mean? And CS is nice in that there's that difference where a great mind will beat a great aim any day of the week, but then also a great aim could pack a lot of punch, you know what I mean, and spring an upset here and there. But I've, never really played a lot of the tactical games. I was more an arena FPS kind of guy. But they did have a mod for Unreal Tournament 2004 at the time. It was called Frag Ops. And it was basically CS. Like, it was basically CS for Unreal Tournament, built in the Unreal Engine 2.5. Oh, I hit neutral, didn't I? Yeah. And it was fun, but it was like, that was if you wanted a more tactical shooter for Unreal Tournament, I guess. I don't know. Could just go play CS, like. And I'm sure most people who played Frag Ops just did that. They went back and played CS, but yeah, man, I still love that game. I still play that game. I played it today. So Unreal Tournament. I fired it up today, so probably play it tomorrow as well. But I'm actually really excited for the new podium pass for the new F1, the F1 2021. Because I maxed the previous one, and the new one comes out Tuesday, and I'm ready. My body's ready for that one. about. I played the career mode and the my team, where you make your own team and you drive for your own team, and then you have to like hire a second driver to drive alongside you, and you have to like pay your research points to whatever area of the car you want to develop, etc., and like sign sponsors and everything else. And I played that so much that I'm already on the penultimate race this season. But there is also a driver career where you just, instead of making your own team and all that, you just pick a driver. And you just are, like, you try to come up from like Formula 2 and stuff like that. And I might stream that. I might make it a premiere because this F1 2021 demands so much of the PC. This is more PC. So I might just record it and upload it as a Twitch premiere. But I'll figure it out. Am I getting DRS? No. I think my next pit window is in 29, so just after the halfway mark. Because I can feel these tires are starting to lose a little bit of grip. And you can see they're starting to yellow a little bit here. So gotta get around the turn. There you go. Oh man, this is not my favorite track though. I gotta admit. Next one's Bahrain. I'm looking forward to that one, except the curbs in that game are kind of garbage. Or in that track, I should say. They make you go off pretty quickly.
We think Webber is going to pit sometime within the next 5 laps.
What happened to Grosjean, man? He was second. And now Vettel's second, and Webber is third. So the two Red Bulls are second and third right now. I think we are 10 points ahead of the... I think it is the Red Bull. We're only 10 points ahead of the Red Bull. In the Constructors. In the Constructors Championship. So. Hamilton is fourth. This means Grosjean's falling way back there. I'm going to dive way up the inside of those guys. I'm not going to be able to pinch it in. Marbles on the tires now. I'm going to have to go on the outside of Vitaly Petrov. And then go a little too much curve there, but it's okay. We got away with it. I locked the front right. That ran me wide. But I got to bring it back to the right anyway. So try and open up this turn. Ah, the car slid. That was terrible. I gotta go do stuff, but I'll be back later. We're still streaming. All right, Erlich, man. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate you, brother. I wish you nothing but the best, man. I hope everything remains good with you. We'll see you around. Got the DRS on the straight though. Charging with the curves. Same to you. Thanks, brother. Take care. Oh, just got that pinch in. No 144 this time, though. We got 3 laps till the pit window opens. Kobayashi, we're gonna have to go on the outside of him, so we can't hit that apex. But we did pretty well. That was pretty well, actually. That was pretty good. We are still a mess in the turns. I know that. So trying to nail these turns, man. Trying to hit these turns. There's pick, peak. It's always pick. Half these guys aren't even in F1 anymore. That's the crazy thing. Weber's not. Pick isn't. Vern isn't. Petrov isn't. Kovalainen isn't. Button isn't. Who else? Kobayashi isn't. Karthikeyan isn't. De La Rosa isn't. Glock isn't. Hulkenberg isn't. Trying to think of who else. Massa isn't. That's for sure. Grosjean isn't. Maldonado isn't. I mean, there's a Bruno Senna isn't. There's a lot. We're no longer in F1 in this game, and it's only 9 years on. It's just crazy to think that much in F1 changes in 9 years. I mean, some of the teams aren't even in it anymore. Lotus, Marussia, HRT, Caterham, Sauber, although reportedly they are coming back. I think I missed a breaking point. No, I just should be able to recover here. Just should be able to recover. Nice. Does this tweet fit the visual arts? No. 4 things cannot be hidden: love, smoke, a pillar, a fire, and a man striding across the open blood. Yo, Fu does a donut and finishes off in style. 86 not out. We win by 3 wickets. Nice, Philadelphians. Nice. Fu the legend. The GOAT. That man wants to make Major League Cricket. And I'll tell you what, that win is big. It means they almost are in a position 2, I think. I'd have to check the standings on the minor league cricket front, but here we go. So, minor league cricket, really, really, really quickly. Let's see this. Nice. Nice. Is that the final ball as well? No, but with 2 to spare. That's brilliant. That's brilliant from him. Where are the standings? Where the fuck is the standings page? Oh, it's like way down there. No, that's the matchup page. It's not it. It's the matchup page. Because they play tomorrow. That's Central and Western. Where's the Eastern? Eastern. Here we go. Eastern. Oh, we're on the inside. Nice. So we have. So that is another. What? How many points is it for? It's 4 points for a win. So that's a big four. And DC was third, right behind Philadelphia. Wow, that's a massive fucking win. That's a massive win. Nice. Nice. Still G Red, we're in Philly today. Actually in Philly today. Good shit. Is there a dog on the field? there's, there's, there's no way. There's there is absolutely no way that's happened. Oh my god. Oh my god, that's so funny. I'm posting that, by the way. It's another person I have to ban. Oh my god, it's another one of these stupid fucking bots, I swear. I think that's 6 E's. Yeah. Yeah, here's the link, by the way. This is from Ireland Women's Cricket. This is just hilarious. She makes a hit. It's a pretty good hit, actually. It's placed pretty well for a good like single. Then a dog just runs on the field. The wicketkeeper tries to throw it to the stumps to get the out, and it goes over. The dog gets the ball. That is fantastic. And it runs right to the batter. That's hilarious. I gotta throw that in the Discord real quick. I gotta also give it to Spaps and Connor, who do come by here very, very occasionally. That is actually really funny. That's very, very funny. All right. That is that. Let's get back on track, shall we? Let's finish the race. That dog wanted to play. That is hilarious. I love how he runs right to the batter at the very, very, very end. And the batter's just sitting there just gets down on her knees and starts petting the dog. Like, what else can she really do, right? Like, the dog has no clue. That's great. Oh man. But I'm glad that the Philadelphians actually won that game versus DC. That's a massive fucking game to win too, because they were like only 2 points ahead, and now I think that should realistically clinch a playoff spot for them, because it means they're now 6 points up on DC, who were the closest team. And I don't know, I would have to see the team in fourth, what their result was. But that is huge, man. That basically it means if they win tomorrow, or they get no result tomorrow because of the weather or whatever, which I don't think it's going to rain, but if either happens, they should clinch a playoff spot.
Stopping in 3 laps time. Raikkonen stopping in 3 laps time. The pit window is open. Come in this lap.
Which is huge. I really wanted to see him play, but the one weekend that I actually found out there was a minor league cricket like circuit, like league, I guess you could say, and that Philly had a team. They had home games, I think, on 2 or 3 weekends. 2 of them were union games, and the third I can't remember. I was out of the house that weekend, though. I do remember. It might have been. Oh no, it was rained out. It was rained out. That's what it was. The match was. I didn't go because the threat of rain was there all. Like, it was supposed to rain during the game. Like, it was predicted to rain during the game, and then it did rain during the game, and I never played the game. The game got rained out. So what's the concept of cricket? Is it like baseball? Kind of. Instead of 4 bases, you have basically just 2 sets of stumps, and every time you run between the stumps, it's 1 run. And then the batting team, while you're running, the defending team just basically has to try and knock the bails off with the ball. So the bails sit atop the stumps, and they have the defending team has to, while you're running between the stumps, try to knock the bails off while they have control of the ball, or they just try to bowl them over with each delivery. And if you let it hit the stumps, then you're out. If you block it with your leg, and it's adjudged to that if you hadn't blocked it, it would have gone on to hit the stumps, you're out. And if you hit it in the air and they catch it, like in baseball, you're out. It's just in cricket, when you're out, you are out. Like, it's not like baseball where you go around the order 3 or 4 times. Once you're out, you are out for the entire innings. And in the short one-day versions of the game, whether you play 20 overs or 50 overs, there is only 1 innings. So literally, once you're out, you are done. And I think that's the neat thing about it, is you really have to be very careful as a batter not to just get out. So there's a certain way you have to hit the ball? No, there's no foul territory. So you can just hit the ball anywhere. You want to hit it, obviously, where there's not fielders, because then you buy yourself time to run between the set of stumps to score runs. You don't have to run. You can hit it right to a fielder and just be like, no, we don't have to, we couldn't score off this ball. And you just stand there and wait for the next delivery. But you, there's no specific way you have to hit the ball. However, if you hit a ball hard enough and it goes to the boundary, which is just a rope, a circular rope that goes all the way around the outfield. So if you hit a ball hard enough and it hits the rope, it automatically is 4 runs, and it's the next delivery. And if you hit a ball and it clears the rope, it goes over the rope, and it never touches the ground, it's automatically 6 runs. And that's it. Each team plays until a certain number of deliveries, or all their batters are out. One of the two. So. But yeah, they have the minor league cricket actually has like 30 teams in it. Like Seattle, DC, New England, Jersey has like 2 teams. Houston has a team. Like, it's kind of crazy. They have teams all over the place this year. It kind of just popped up, and like I'm like, yo, this is great. But and admission's free. They don't. Tickets cost literally nothing. You just show up to the park they play in, and you get to watch them play. And I'm like, that's wonderful. I think that's really, really nice. 30, I think that's a lot. What do you mean by 30? I don't know where you're getting the 30. What are you getting the 30 from? I'm lost. Am I missing something? I must be missing something. If you mean like runs scored, like... Oh, 30 teams. Yeah, wow, I'm an idiot, Soups. I literally said there's 30 teams. You go 30, that's a lot. I'm like, where are you getting 30 from? I am fucking stupid, bro. Yeah, no, I think it is a lot. I think it's kind of like, wow, you know, like. But I'm all for it, like, by all means. I used to watch it pretty heavily back in like 2008 to 2010, cricket in general, I mean, and there was nothing in the U.S. There was absolutely nothing. And now the fact that there's even a league, whether those players are not paid or paid, I don't think they're paid. And the fact that admission is free, so the teams aren't making money off tickets, for example. You know, I still think it's great that there's a league that they play in. And I want to see them continue. Yeah, I might take a look at it. Sounds interesting. There's 3 versions of the game. There's what's called T20, there's an ODI, which is a one-day international, and there's a test cricket. I like test cricket the best, I think, but it's also the 5-day format. Like, test cricket is literally 8.5, 9 hours a day, 4 or 5 days. The ODIs, or one-day internationals, each team plays 50 overs, and an over is just 6 deliveries. So every 6 deliveries is called an over. for every 6 pitches. They're called deliveries in cricket instead of pitches, but you get my point. Every 6 deliveries or pitches is an over. So each team plays 50 overs on the offense and the defense in an ODI. And that's like, it's like an 8.5 hour day, but it takes one day. The whole game completes in one day. And then the T20, each team plays 20 overs. And that takes about 3.5 hours. So, on average, it takes about 3.5 hours, I'd say. Reminds me of rugby. Yeah. But, the minor league cricket is, T20 cricket. It's the shortest version of the game, so. But I want to go. Like, maybe if it's around next summer, I'm definitely going to go. I think this week or next week is the last week for the season. That's why I'm like, I mean, we were away anyway. Philadelphia was away this weekend, so. But, oh, I hit the pause button by accident. Thinking it was the curves button. We'll see. They eventually want to do like a major league cricket, and I think what they're doing, although I haven't confirmed, but I think what they're doing is they're playing minor league cricket right now, and the 8 teams that qualify for the playoffs will become the major league ticket. Major league ticket. The major league cricket teams. And then the other 24 will do minor league next season. Which I'm like, that would be a good idea. So if everything is free, does anyone get paid or no? I'd imagine they don't, because I just imagine that there's not enough money in the sport here yet, but a lot of people play for the passion, so. Which I'm okay with. I mean, that's how every sport starts, right? Every sport's got to start somewhere. And then you just build it up, and eventually the money will follow. But
the gap between you and the car behind is increasing by a significant amount each lap. Good job.
I would just like to go experience it. I haven't watched it in real life. So even if it's minor league, I would just, or whatever, like, I would just like to go watch it in real life. I'm actually not that tired. I just got a little bit of that food coma going on, you know? I had a pizza for dinner, so the food coma is very strong after a pizza, I'll put it that way. Nothing special either, it was just a cheese pizza. But sometimes simplicity is best. Don't fall asleep on stream. I won't.
We're currently looking into the problem.
I won't. But I was so tired. I was telling people I was so tired yesterday that I meant to start an upload, and I think I meant to upload last night's VOD, right? Overnight. And I was waiting on something, I can't remember, to finish. It might have been like a graphics driver update or something. Even though I did that today. But my point is, like, I was waiting on something, right? And I came into the living room and I sat down on a chair and I just instantly passed out.
Webber is going to pit within the next few laps.
So, I will try not to do that again tonight. But at the same time, I will also try to upload this VOD to the YouTubes tonight as well. I was just shocked. The video last night took forever because it was 14 gigs, and I didn't expect it to take like 5.5 hours, and it did. And my old internet would not even remotely be able to handle 16 gigs. Like my old internet, that would have taken like that would have probably taken close to like 10 days. Oh, God almighty. Hold on, I gotta ban this guy. Okay. All right. And Twitch will not like me saying this, but this is kind of why they need competition. I'm just saying. Like actual like not YouTube competition, like actual third-party independent competition. Anyway. Oh. It's a shame. It's a shame that this is what the platform has become. But I don't want to bang on about it too much. Anyway. How's the internet quality been? It's been fine. We have got 19 more to go when we come across this line. Vettel and Webber are first and second. I'm hoping they get broken up. I really don't want Red Bull to get 1 and 2 because that means they will get. We just broke the 143s, by the way. It's a very good lap.
We're starting to see
Seriful.
on track. It's starting to rain.
Seriful. Much more of fun. Wait, what? Much more fan of rally than F1. Well, to each their own, but if you like rally cars, first off, Seriful, it's great to see you again, man. I hope you've been well. As much as you give me a lot of shit, I appreciate you, brother. My question was going to be, if you're a fan of oh, I've locked that front right tire up pretty bad there. I'm way wide. If you're a fan of rally car, do you have a Assetto Corsa? You have dirt rally, okay. What's up, man? Procrastinating on my projects?
Okay,
God damn it.
back online now. The guys have fixed the problem.
I was gonna say, I think oh, I just spun Petrov. That might be a penalty. No, we got away with it. You have dirt rally, right? I think rally car is in Assetto Corsa. My friend is big in F1, so maybe it's better watching actual matches rather than AI stuff. Yeah.
To move over and let you pass.
I mean, again, I'm only, for example, I'm playing to kind of learn how to race without anti-lock brakes on. Doesn't help that you're absolutely trashing these days. Yes, I know, but like, again, I'm not here to compete against like a super competitive AI. I'm literally just here to get used to racing without anti-lock brakes on and driving without anti-lock brakes on. Because next season I will be next season in F1 2012 I'll be driving with only medium traction control, and then on the final season I'll take it completely off. Oh, Glock, get the fuck out the way. So I need to learn how to race without, you know, the anti-lock brakes and the traction control so that I can become a better racer. And I'm going to do that by grinding out the old career modes that I never finished. Because I've been playing the new F1 game as well. I do have that one. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm just going to... Oh, shoo! It's time for inters. We're boxing this lap.
Intermediate tires
I saw FIFA do it and got antsy. Nice. I was kind of shook when it. How'd you feel about the career mode stuff? It kind of shook when they added like FIFA. I think it's great. I think the career mode in the new one is really, really good. Like, I wish they had more drivers in the free market. That's my only. My only complaint is I wish they had more drivers. Because right now they have, you know, they have a few, like they have Robert Schwartzman and Guan Yu Zhou, and they have Dihan Daruvlaha and Roy Nissany and Callum Ilott and Jack Tatum, and they have Jack Aiken as well. And, you know, so they have a lot of the F2 drivers, but I don't have all of them. And I would have loved to see... it's not even time for inters. It's time for fucking wets already.
You're on intermediates. Only one stop to go.
I've come out on intermediates, and the track is just full soaked.
The race officials have disabled DRS due to the weather conditions.
Like, I'm sliding. That's some timing. That is some shit timing, bro. And look at the sky. The sun is like very clearly out, and I am like not like this shit is just fucking what. Like literally, I'm gonna have to immediately come back into the pits and go on wet tires.
Okay, wet tires for next box.
That's a penalty.
We've seen a few people change over.
That is a rewind. And of course, I'm not even through the first sector, or I barely even started sector 2. And my race director's like, you might want to come in for full wets. Bitches, these motherfuckers I'm passing are on options. They're on dry tires. I tried to at least make the right play and go straight to inters, but like, Mother Nature was like, fuck you. No, I don't want wet. I don't want that. I'm just going straight on.
Wet tires for next box.
Oh my god, this is so bad.
The weather is going to improve. Light rain expected in 10 minutes.
The weather's going to improve, and I haven't even got on the wet tire yet. What is going on? Do I even come in for wet tires now? Or do I just do another lap like this crap? Risk it, I think. My tires are just locking under braking. Like, I can't, they're locking under steering now. That's how bad it is. Well, he did say 10 minutes, so I would have to risk it for quite a while. And I'm not willing to do that, so I'm coming into the pits, and we're going on the wets. Like there's any chance you aren't first place at this point. I mean, there's still 16 laps. And that lap took me 2 minute 43, so that's like a good minute over the, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that is a fucking slow-ass pit stop, and we got held.
You're free to rejoin the track. The track is clear.
I can't wait to go out there, and then they're like, we've seen drivers switch over to the intermediates. We think you might want to have a look. I'll be like, bitch, I just got here. Like, like for real, for real. But yeah, my only thing with the new career mode is I wish. First off, in all honesty, I think I wish it was longer. 10 seasons is long, but it's like I want to be able to go 20 seasons in a franchise or a career mode. Like, really see like how different the F1 landscape would be in 20 seasons instead of 10. Like, I mean, this is 9 seasons, and most of the drivers, 50% of the drivers in this game are no longer in F1, and almost 50% of the teams are also no longer in F1. So like, imagine 20. It's like, oh my god, oh my god. I've had it. I spun. I've had a Kimi Räikkönen. The other problem I have right now is it's a dry setup. It's a completely dry setup. But yeah, I would like longer career mode, and I'd like more options. Because like Alexander Albon is available in the game, I think, and he's a reserve driver for Red Bull. But none of the other reserve drivers are available. Like Tatiana Calderon is not, Jamie Chadwick's not, Guan Yu Zhou is because he races in Formula 2. So he's there because he races in Formula 2. And he's in the game. But then, like, I don't know, some of the F3 drivers, I would like to see them implement F3. They have F2 in the game, which I think is great. I think it's fantastic. But I would like to see them implement F3 and the W Series. I think that'd be great. I don't think they have to go beyond that. I don't think they need to go into Formula 4 or Formula E. I think, but Formula 3 and W Series, I think, would be great to have. I'm really locking the tires up pretty well. I mean, it's very hard to control the car. It's weird getting a sense of how popular F1 and F2 are in the States. Well, at least in the tri-state. I think the Netflix series had a lot to do with that. Netflix series really...
The rain's going to ease up a bit in around 5 minutes.
The F1 series really brought a lot of popularity to, or the Netflix series really brought a lot of popularity to F1. But the races are fast, the cars are fast, like, it's really, it's great. Now, when you say the tri-state, do you mean the same, you don't mean the same tri-state I mean, right? Because we call the tri-state area where I'm from, the tri-state area is like Philly, Jersey, and northern Delaware. The tri-state view is probably like Connecticut, New York, and Massachusetts, or maybe North Jersey, New York City area, and Connecticut. Yeah. NYC metro area, really, yeah. So like Edison, New Jersey, fuck, I'm blanking on the name of the city, but it's in Jersey. It's right on the other side of Manhattan. Begins with an H. I'll remember it. Oh my God. It begins with an H. It's right on the other side of the Hudson. I'm blanking. I'm applying a UPenn for a doctoral program. Maybe if I get in, I'll come say hi at Frag or something. I didn't go to Fragadelphia this year. But we'll definitely have it. We'll definitely say hi, for sure. We'll hang out. Man, that rain kind of looks hard to drive in. Does it affect the tires? Yes, greatly. So these are wet weather tires. You have, in this game you have two sets of dry weather tires, and you have two sets of wet weather tires. And in the new one you have three sets of dries and two sets of wets. But yeah, you have a wet and an intermediate tire for when it's like lightly raining, or like it stopped raining but the track's not like dry yet. But you can see when I brake very hard, and I'll try to do it going down into this turn, those tires are going to lock. And that's just the nature of it being wet out. We have to be way more light on the brake, really. And you don't want to take too much curb. You definitely want to stay away from the curbs some more. And they become even more slippery in the wet. But also, if you drive on a like I'm on the wet tire, right? If it stops raining and I stay on the wet tire, first off, I'm gonna lose a lot of grip. But then second off, these tires are meant to operate at a much lower temperature because of obviously the rain, right? So if I'm on these tires and it's not really a very wet track, these tires are going to overheat very quickly, and then that creates less grip. And then it's the opposite is true. If I stay on dry tires and the track is wet, the tires are going to be very cold, and that is going to cause for a loss of grip. But yeah, it is a little difficult to race in Wayne. This is another element you got to get used to. No anti-lock brakes. No traction control eventually.
Looks
Setting
like
up the car for each track.
When I see a drying line, we should switch tyres.
Weather, like you just gotta get used to it all.
Other teams are fitting intermediate
Yeah, I
tyres.
gotta come in for
It might be
inners.
worth considering
It stopped
changing
raining
those too.
completely, so it's time for inners. And then you will see a drying line.
Tyres for next box. Intermediate tyres.
Oh fuck! You will see a drying line start to appear in a few laps. Because obviously as the cars go over the racing line. But yeah, as the cars go over the racing line, obviously the friction that's generated from the tires and the heat of the tire hitting the track itself will dry the portions of the track where they are driving on more quicker. So different weathers affects the map and the driver. It affects everything, yeah, pretty much. Intermediates.
Intermediate tires confirmed.
So we're gonna go on the intermediate tire because it's starting to dry up. Obviously the sun came back out, right? And the rain's gone away. So we want the intermediate tire now. That's a good pit stop. Finally a good pit stop.
The track is clear. Track is clear.
Oh man, fucking run me. Why is she not turning? Turn. But you'll see this drying line. You actually can start to see it right now. You see where there's tire treads. It's just like a real road. You'll notice that when you drive as well. When you dry and it stopped raining, you'll notice tire tracks, obviously, because the friction generates heat, and that heat dries the track. So, this game particularly did a really good job with the drying line. Like, it is an actual, like, thing that you gotta stick to. Because it'll get to a point where, wait, is it possible to blow a tire just like in real life? I mean, if you wear them enough, yes. And if you know, if they get worn, once they, the way the game operates is once you wear a tire so much, after a certain threshold, usually 70 to 75% wear, the tire could blow at any moment. But yes, you can get a puncture if you wear the tire too much. You can see that drying line right there. That's fairly good. And the nice thing about this game is it challenges you. Like, you'll get to the point where this racing line is like really dry, and like dry enough for dry tires. But then if you don't stick to it and you go off track, the tires just get so cold because there's still water elsewhere on the track. Like, oh, I shifted into first. That's a mistake. I slid. Yeah, it's going to be time for I shifted into neutral. That's a mistake. It's going to be time for dry tires in probably like 2 or 3 laps. Because you see, I'm not kicking up much spray from the tires. Like, there's not a lot of water coming up from them. But if I go off the line, you can see a ton of water come up from them. So if I go here, you can see there's water kicking up out of the tires. Turn, guys, turn. But then I'll show you on the straight, actually. The straight will be the best area to show you. There we go. Like, you can see I'm on the racing line, and there's very little kicking up from the tires. But then if I go off the racing line, a lot more rain kicks up off the tires. So it's almost time for dries, because the racing line's really dry. I think next lap. I think we come in next lap, which is about to become this lap. I think we come in this lap, and I think we need to go on to the. Oh shit, man! I'm terrible at this. I am so bad. Vettel's cut ahead. You talked about my lead, Serafel. Vettel's cut my lead by 23 seconds. So, bruh, what? Bruh, what? Oh, I did not mean to fucking launch this. Shit. Hold on. I wanted to look up. Still 4 minutes ahead. Yeah, I know. Why won't this website load? There we go. Alright, cool. What's up? Hello, JJ. Thank you for the follow, my friend. I'm still ahead by 4 minutes. I know, but like, it's definitely time for dries. It is 100% time for dry tires. Look at this racing line. Look at how dry it is. Tires, option. I overshoot the turn because I'm trying to. It's not even going to turn. I'm just going to have to reset the track at this rate. Oh, man. It's time for dries. Let me get on the water. Keep these tires somewhat cool. So they don't get absolutely nuked being on the racing line. The only problem is I really have to stick to the racing line because outside of it, it's a mess. So.
Go.
It's an okay pit stop. My DRS is offline. I don't have DRS.
The track is clear.
Oh, that front left is getting iced.
Pit stops, so look after your tires.
That front left is getting ice right now. Oh man, these tires all over the wet part. I gotta stay on the racing line. Immediately goes off the racing line, by the way. Immediately. Look at how cold they are. I'm gonna leave that up there for y'all. You just see how much the car just absolutely does not stay online once you hit the wet at all. Probably could have kept the intros on for another lap or two. He had to immediately get out of my way because he's got a blue flag. Yeah, this was a bad decision. And I'm a terrible racer. So, chalk this one up as the Benny special, man. It's just fail after fail after fail. There we go. Keck W. Did he spin? Like, oh. Like, I'm not even hitting the gas or the accelerator there, and she just locks. Or, wait, what? You're looking to get back into casting intermediate anytime soon? You fed up with the ESCA. I am done casting CS for right now. I have no more games this season. And I am not commentating next season for CS. So I am done with CS for now. I think I'm going to take about a season or two off, see where I'm at, work on a few things like my physical health, work on my financial health, and I'm going to go from there. Man, this track is actually taking quite a while to dry. Like, I had a wet race in Season 2 in Spain, right? And that race in Spain...
We fixed the problem with DRS. Should be back online.
Again, it just locks up when, and I'm not even turning. Or I'm not even using the accelerator or the brake. That race in Spain, the track dried within like 6 laps. This has been like 3, and the racing line, it's like the only part of the track that's dry. Which is interesting. Like, you would... I was in it. I had a Canada race as well, and it only took like 3 or 4. Now, granted, we didn't get that like really strong burst of heavy rain at the Canada race. We got light rain, but should have stayed on intermediate. I know. I definitely should have stayed on intermediate for like at least another 3 or 4 laps. Like, and she just slides. Like my option tires are going to be good in like a lap or 2 time. I think I'm going to be fine, but it's not drying as quickly as I thought it was going to dry. I mean, Vettel's cut another minute out of the lead, by the way. So the lead was 5 minutes. It's now 3.5. We still have to do 5. We still have 6 laps, so. I'm really, really, I mean, it goes without saying, I am struggling. This is bad. I definitely should have stayed on the intermediates. It's fucking that turn every fucking time. Every time it's that turn. I'm not coming up to anything. I'm coming up to the gravel trap, mate. That's all I'm coming up to. And I hate these turns. I literally said at the beginning of the race too, I don't like these turns. And I don't like this middle sector. And that has been my Achilles heel, brother. Barely holding on. But I'm like really, really shocked that the track is, I know I say it over and over again, but like I'm still shocked it's this wet still. I definitely went to options way too soon. Game's got Segura laughing the number 2. Pretty much. Like, why is the left front... You know what my problem is, too? the track is dry, and I came down here, right? I came down over here, and I slammed the brake hard, and it's straight line braking. But the left front just locks. I guess because it still thinks the track is wet, but like, I don't know. Vettel's just cut another half a minute on that lap. But like the rest is on option tires, so it's literally just my bad driving now. It's literally just my terrible driving. That's the reason. And I am just awful. I'll get there. But I am actually booty cheeks at this game. Like, why is the front left locking? I don't get it. And I'm off. I nailed the first corner. Don't tap the wall, thank you. And I didn't nail the second corner of that. Man. It feels, to answer your question, Soups, yes, the weather affects the tires because it's so hard to accelerate, and it just, there's a lot of understeer when one of these two dry tires hits a wet patch. But then the moment I get both of them on the dry patch, like, boom, it feels like night and day. They feel like options again. They feel like dry tires with a lot of grip. Like, so yeah, it really affects the tires. Like, I'm gonna have to brake hard here, right? I'm in the drying line, right? Okay, that time it didn't lock up on me, thankfully. Although the front tires are still very cold. But that was a much better lap, and that's still a 2:04. But I think we're going to be okay now. I think the track is genuinely going to start thawing out. I say that as I run right into the wet. Completely miss that whole turn. I feel like it's the... So there's water. Is there waterproof tires? Well, yes, there's the wets and the intermediate. So why are you playing F122? I just went over that, Serafel. I just realized because the podium pass for 2021 is not out until Tuesday, and I maxed the old podium pass. So there's nothing to really race for right now in the new game. And I haven't played through all the old games yet. So I'm gonna use the old games to help me learn how to race without anti-lock brakes, traction control, all that stuff. Of course, this, I haven't, I forgot you were not here for when I went over it, actually. We went over it literally right before you arrived. So my bad. My bad, Serafel. Assume the physics might be different enough to trip you up if you go back. You're 100% right. You're 100% right about that. Yeah, that left still wants to lock all the time. But, how is the track still this wet? It stopped raining like 10 laps ago. But anyway, I need to play through all the old games. Like I haven't played 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, or 20. And I own them all. I own them all. So I'm not trying to give them the Steam treatment where you buy it and then you never play it. Because I have like 212 games in my Steam library. I've maybe played 50. 60. I probably have a good 100, 150 games that I've never touched. What's up? Is that Tia? What's up, Tia? I am god awful at this game. I definitely picked the wrong time to go back on options. But I genuinely loathe this track, and I am absolute rubbish at it. So we're gonna write it off. Vettel's now only 2 minutes back. He's gaining even more time. He's cut 3 minutes off this gap. At my back list of like 20 games, yeah. Thank you for the follow, Tia. Welcome aboard. and 30 I will never play. Yeah, exactly. I have a backlog of like, honestly, my backlog is like 50 games. Like, I would love to finish Nier Automata. I haven't finished it myself. I watched the playthrough, so I do know what happens, and I have seen it, and it's an absolutely brilliant game, but I would love to finish it. Same with Skyrim. And then, same with Oblivion. Here we go. The track is actually drying in other areas other than the racing line now. Finally. Finally. I won't be resetting the track every 5 damn seconds. These tires are up to temperature, and the track is not a slip and slide anymore. Oh. Oh. Oh, of course I say that. I go off onto the only wet part of the fucking track. Sorry, tires are still warm. We got DRS back. And there we go. Look at that. Nice turn. Final lap. Final painful lap of you playing on Legend. No, mate. No, mate. I'm playing on the complete opposite of that. So, I am not a good driver whatsoever, so. And I'm trying to learn to race without assists, so. I am genuinely very poor. I'd love to nail a purple lap though on the final lap of the race. Oh man, that was a tough section. Yeah, I am not a good driver, so I haven't raced in league racing for like 10 years, and I'm in one in game in F1 2021, like the ones in Macon game, but I'm not actually in like league racing in terms of like AOR or anything like that. I'd love to be. I'm like hoping they make 100% league or something for AOR, because I would totally join that. That is going to be purple. It's a 142. Bruno Senna finishes 13th. No points from him. We're the only point scorer. I think Red Bull got 1 and 2 though. No, Grosjean retook. Where did Weber? Weber fell to 7th.
Great drive. You
Wow.
dominated the whole weekend. Pole and the race win. Fantastic.
So we got the win. It took an hour 46:36. Vettel finished 2nd. Grosjean recovered from falling out of the top 3 in the opening 10 laps to back into 3rd. Perez went up to 4th from his P10. Nico Rosberg finished his 5th. Raikkonen 6th. Mark Webber was running 3rd. He fell all the way back down to 7th. Kimi Kobayashi gets 8th. Paul di Resta and Nico Hülkenberg score the first points of the season for the Force India. I'm pretty sure they're the first points of the season. Massa in the Ferrari finishes outside again. Petrov in the Caterham comes in 12th. That's really good for Caterham. That's very high up the field. Maybe if you put some time on it, you could do it. I think so, but I got to put a lot of time on it. That's all, which is fine. Our teammate was 13th. Schumacher finished 15th. Both McLarens DNF'd. Jensen DNF'd and Lewis DNF'd, but Jean-Eric Verne, Karthikeyan, and Charles Pic didn't pass him, so he finishes 20th. Kovalainen and the other Caterham got 15th. HRT, who were challenging for points last season, they were always like 11, 12. Their highest right now is 16th after Pedro de la Rosa's finished. Daniel Ricciardo's best finish of the season at 17th. Alonso has a race to forget. He dropped from 11th down to 18th place. And yeah, Marussia finishes 19th with the team of Block. So championship standings, we lead, obviously. We probably will the whole way. Because like I said, it's not on Legend difficulty. But Raikkonen's in 3rd with the Lotus. Grosjean is going to jump to 5th off the back of that, actually. Schumacher's down to 8th. Jensen's in 9th, which is a bit of a shock. He's only got 14 points through 3 races. And yeah, di Resta and Hülkenberg get Force India's first points of the season, which I don't think one of the Ferraris has scored. Yeah, Massa hasn't scored points yet, and Alonso only is 2. So Force India will jump Scuderia Ferrari in the standings. Caterham will be 9th. Marussia last. Toro Rosso is up to 11th off Ricciardo's finish. But Sauber are going to pick up big points and put a big gap between them and Force India. Haven't caught Mercedes yet, though. They're double ahead. Mercedes, I mean, they haven't caught McLaren, I should say. They're double ahead. Mercedes drops to 4th off the back of Lotus's performances today, who are up to 3rd, only 3 points behind the Red Bull, who we only got 1 point. We came in on 60 points. Red Bull had 50. So the gap is increased by a single point, and that's it. But Williams, our team, we're leading the way, 175. So, okay. That is going to do it from me. Did we rank up? No. So we're still ranked 28. But that's going to do it from me. Our fastest lap of the race was... Hold on. Let's get that red. Fastest lap in the race was a 142, but our qualifying lap was a 139. So 3rd race of the season. And I want to go with the aggressive strategy for the R&D. Guys, what is this? What is this? It's Bahrain. It doesn't rain in Bahrain. It's a fucking desert. How's it gonna rain during practice in Bahrain? It's a desert. Almost a nice rank up. Yeah, I know. How does it rain in a desert? In Bahrain, of all places, where traditionally it is extremely dry. But apparently practice for Bahrain will be wet. Qualifying will be overcast with the potential for rain. But this is light rain as well, by the way. And then the race will be dry, which is fine. I actually really like this track. Sakir is fantastic. This is a really fun racetrack. This turn right here at turn 10 is tricky because you have a very sharp hairpin. Let's actually go through the lap thing. So
Okay, here
before we
lap
end the
of
stream.
circuit with a pitch
So
on our
it's a
right-hand
pretty
side.
standard
The
turn
main
one.
straight,
It's
Gers
very
and
flat.
DRS active at this point.
You
Look out for the 100-meter
brake
board
straight.
on the left-hand side and flick the
You
car
want
from
to dip it
7th
in
down
here,
into
but the
first
rear
gear
end wants to
at
step
the
a little
apex.
bit, so you got to be careful.
Sacrifice that one for turn
But then
two.
you
You
just
wanna
go
open
right
this
out
corner
here,
up
very
as much
nice
as possible.
sweeping
It's very easy to let
series
the
of
rear end
turns.
snap on you and lose momentum.
And then
now
this
on
one
the
here,
towards
it's a
turn four,
little bit
100
bumpy,
meter board once again.
but
Feed
it's
the
a
car
pretty
into the right,
straightforward
and don't let the rear
turn.
jump away from you and step out on the exit because it dips down there.
And
turn 5 and 6, a great
flat
part
out
of the
right,
circuit where
flat
you need
out
to
left.
carry momentum. And then
I'm a dip, and I see a Seriful. This is a hairpin turn in here in 8, and it's tough because if you get on the throttle too early, you'll spin the car. But then it goes up this little hill, and then it goes down the hill right for this right hand or left hander, and it's very, very difficult because the front tires do want to lock there a lot, especially the front left. And then you just go down the straight. This is you brake here down in like 3rd, 4th, but you run it all the way up the hill. I don't think Discord mods are going to mind if you post a link to your streaming competitive matches that you're doing, so just drop a link and miss when you do. I don't stream them, but if I do, I will. So yeah, it's like a sweeping right-hander, just a quick brake, make sure not too hard to lock the tires, and then you go all the way down, right, very easy, very easy. Turn 10 is tricky because turn 10 is very tricky here, yeah. This turn here is tough. But yes, Bahrain is next. So that is going to do it for me, though. I am out. Big thank you to a lot of people that showed up. Big thank you, first off, to Tia for coming in right at the end. Fantastic to have you. Thank you for the follow as well. We'll do Bahrain another time. Seriful, thank you for coming by. Soups, you legend. You've been here 2 straight streams, and you've been here quite a while, man. Thank you so much. Great to see you. Great to see Ehrlich as well, who stopped by earlier. Big fan. Great to hear from Ehrlich. Big thanks to Fipo, who stopped by before we went to bed. Teacher Choni stopped by right at the front of the stream as well. Big thank you to him. Big thank you to JJ Builds for the follow as well. And Fipo for the subscription as well for 22 months. Big thank you, Fipo. And then, of course, big thanks to Benson. Great to see Benson again. Great to hear from Benson again. Big, good dude. All of them really great. Fantastic to have you along. I'll be back probably tomorrow with the Bahrain race. Or actually, I have to do AOR. I have to commentate AOR tomorrow. So, yes, they're interesting driving. If you mean going off at every corner once the track got rained on, then yes, I guess that is interesting. But nonetheless, yes, sir. Never want to miss one. Thank you. Bye. I really enjoyed streams. Yeah, bye. I might be back tomorrow. If not, I'll try to be back Monday. I have a league race in F1 2021 on Monday. It's Sochi. I won't be streaming that because the game just demands too much, but I'll try to squeak in some F1 2012 either tomorrow or Monday, and then we should definitely be back again on Tuesday with F1 2012, and then of course we'll be just grinding out the new podium pass in F1 2021. But anyway, this VOD will go up on the YouTube, so definitely check out the YouTube too. And we post a lot of content there: F1 2021 content, F1 2012 content, Unreal Tournament content. So we're posting it all over on the YouTube as well. But anyway, thank you so much, everybody, and have a great night. We will see you sometime soon. Take care.